Hey, how's it going? So I wasn't actually really gonna make a video, but I was reading some of the conversations going on some of the videos that I posted, and there was a lot of interesting questions asked, a lot of interesting conversation going on that kind of got me thinking about some stuff, and I figured why not think out loud, and then this thing kind of happened. So now you get to hear my thoughts. Yay! But no. First, I kind of want to answer a question that was asked on one of the first videos I posted. Um, it asked if I was officially diagnosed or not. I don't really know what that means. Um, well, I know what that means. But so the psychologist I was talking to very strongly suggested that I have it. She recommended all these different therapies for it, like dialectical behavioral therapy, if that's how you say it, DBT. And she tried to send me to Florida, for this really intense inpatient kind of treatment that is more intensive for people who suffer a little bit more, have a little bit more problem operating in day-to-day life, and these things. So she was trying to, get me to go through these things. She was at this stage of making it an official. But the thing is, with my career, like what I do and everything, and the way I am in life, I really don't care. Not so. Um, I didn't do any of those training. I didn't want to. I felt no reason to. So the reason that I had started seeing someone is just, I know how I am and the way I act, and I can see physically that I'm different. I'm not like a normal person, and I think just a curiosity kind of got to me. Human curiosity, just the way I am and seeing the way other people act and stuff. I wanted to talk to somebody just to maybe it was like just to kind of get validation that I am a little bit different, and she kind of helped me put a name to it, and which was very helpful. So I got pretty much what I needed. I didn't need to have a paper trail saying that I have some disorder or anything like that. So technically, no, I was never officially diagnosed. I don't have no paperwork saying that I have it or anything. But if I wanted it to be there, then yes, I would have been officially diagnosed. I know that might throw some of you off who are interested in these videos that I post because this person who has it is talking about it, which kind of leads me into my next point. First of all, I'm sorry if that's like misleading to anybody. No, I was never officially diagnosed, but that's only because I didn't want there to be some kind of paper trail on me given my career and stuff and what I do, and I can function in day-to-day life and everything. But anyways, there was a couple comments. Some people said or were saying stuff like, "Oh, you don't have it. I can tell by the way you act in your face. You don't have this thing," or blah blah blah. And it was funny. Is they're absolutely correct, 100% correct. Because schizoid personality disorder is not really something that you have. It's not like a tumor or a cancer or anything like that. It's not something that's inside of you that's wrong. That's not supposed to be there. Schizoid personality disorder is more of a definition of a way of life, like a way of thinking, a way of acting. It's just a definition of how you are. It's not necessarily something that you have. So they're absolutely correct. It's just a name to put to the way I act and think and feel and the things that I do in life. I have a very antisocial, depressing kind of lifestyle, and that I'm fine with. And schizoid personality disorder like perfectly defines the way that I am and feel on the inside and stuff. But it's not really something I have. It's just the way that I am, whether it's through upbringing or born like it. I've made a video on that topic before. But yeah, you're absolutely correct. It's not really something that I have. I don't have it. It's just that's how I act. That's how I am. I know a lot of disorders are the same way too. But yeah, no, like I said, I was never really officially diagnosed. Just to answer that question, like I said, I just was talking to the psychologist. I was having the regular meetings. I was actually seeing them. It wasn't just like a friend I was talking to on the weekends, but I was actually having sessions, actually seeing somebody, and it got to the point where they were ready to diagnose her. She'd got the information she needed and wanted to, kind of help me, show me some options as far as what I could look into, what described me more, the way I felt, and that fit the most. But I feel that I didn't need the trainings or anything like that, all these therapies, because, like I said, I think most of me just wanted to know that, yeah, I am not normal. But the thing is, there's nothing wrong with that, and I don't know why. I was just having like a little stage of, just seeing that I'm different, and it was kind of weighing on me, like, a pressure, this mask that I'm always talking about, this pressure to be a human being, or normal human being, normal, loosely defined. But yeah, that's kind of, I had no real reason to talk to anybody about it anymore after that, so I didn't care so much for a diagnosis or anything like that. But I thought that I would start talking about it, after I stopped seeing her. It's kind of what gave me the idea to start, these videos and talk about it a little bit, because the way that I was feeling and stuff, I mean, there's got to be more, especially if it's in something like the DSM, which I don't really agree with. I think it's a load of crap. But, if it's in something like that, obviously it's talked about multiple people, more than just one person have, exhibited the same symptoms, if you will, like the same lifestyles. So it's a thing that a lot of people, I'm sure thousands of people out there are like, and I figured, if I had that curiosity, maybe somebody else did, and I figured it might help somebody understand it a little more, coming from someone who experiences the same things. And so a lot of these people saying that I don't have it, it's not something, they're right. I really can't argue that, but it's the way, it's like I said, it's a lifestyle, the way you act, and I do have that lifestyle. That's how I am, that's how I feel. Speaking of feelings, knowing what schizoid personality disorder is, and how a lot of people with it act. First of all, I gotta correct myself. I just said with it. That's just the way that people refer to it. Like, if you're talking about it, you say, oh, I have schizoid personality disorder. It's in proper wording. Of course, like I said, it's not something that you have, but it just kind of became the way to say things. I really have no defense for that. I know I say it too, and most of my videos I say that I have it. But I hope this kind of clears that up a little bit, that I understand, and trying to explain that it's not something that you have. It's more of a way that you are. It's a description of your lifestyle. But anyways, there was somebody who asked a question. They asked what love was and how does it feel. And I think that one got me thinking the most out of all the conversations I've seen going on my videos. Because I remember asking the exact same question. I mean, I asked it for years, and I still, wonder. But I think, just from my experiences, and obviously I can't speak from I'm not a doctor or anything. I'm not a psychologist, but I think it's overhyped a little bit, that word. People have turned it into this entity that people are trying to obtain. People are always like, oh, I want to fall into it. And people are like, oh, when you feel it, you'll know, and all this stuff like that. Some people say stuff like, oh, all I want is love, and I'll be totally fine. But just being the way I am, just seeing those kind of conversations and those kind of ideas from a third person, or from my perspective, I'm just like, it seems kind of dumb to me, like, because like right now with my girlfriend, just to explain some things, we're totally happy together, and we're even getting, I've gotten so much more comfortable the longer I've been with her. As time goes on, I'm getting more comfortable with her in my life. I've accepted her into my life as part of my life, and she understands the way that I am. I've said it before, and I understand, the way she is. She's got a lot of issues too. It's 2016, who doesn't have issues? But yeah, just like, every weekend, I usually go see her on the weekends because I work all week, and she always asks me before I go there if I need this weekend to myself, if I want to take some time. Just having that option, knowing that I don't really have to do anything, have to interact with people, she's very comforting to me. She was very easy to welcome into my life, and I get everything that I need and whatever want from her as far as human contact goes. And have I been cut off like that the whole video? I wasn't even looking at the screen, I'm sorry. But I get everything I need from her. I have no real want, to see somebody else or leave her in any way. I have no want to be by myself, no need to leave her, no want to leave her. I am totally fine being with her, and in fact, I would want it to stay that way for a very long time. I really enjoy her presence when I am with her, and I think that is what people are referring to when they're talking about love and stuff like that. It's just that comfortability with somebody. Comfortability, that word, you know what I'm trying to say. That feeling with somebody. Because when people say stuff like, oh, all I need is love and stuff like that, you could have somebody who in their mind does love you, but maybe they like beat you or treat you like crap, something like that. And if you're like, oh, they love me, so it's okay. No, that's not, you're not getting everything that you want. And I feel like the word love and the fact that it's turned into an entity that people are trying to obtain, and the way that they talk about it like something that it's so rare, and that I feel like it lessens the effect that real love has, on a person. Like for me, I feel like um, I really feel like I do love my girlfriend, because I, like I said before, I'm so happy with her. I don't want to leave. I get everything I want from her. She's an amazing person. Um, I mean, even if I wasn't with her, I wouldn't look at other girls or think about other girls like that anyways, because of the way that I am. But like I am with her, and I don't. There could be 10 naked women around me. I'm a straight male, so I'm sorry if that offends anybody. But yeah, there could be 10 naked, beautiful women around me, all like begging me to do them, and I just wouldn't care. I have my girlfriend. I don't need anything else. And I think that's kind of what the whole point of love is, just having that with somebody. And I feel that I've found it. But then again, I could be wrong. Everybody has their own viewpoints on these things, but that's something I wanted to talk about for a little bit, mainly just to say that I'm really happy with my girlfriend, given the way that I am. But yeah, those were like the three main things. Just being, answering that question whether or not I was officially diagnosed or not. I was not, to make it clear. But it was a psychologist that I was seeing and strongly suggested that I have it, and she would have made it official if I would have wanted it. That really sounds like I'm defending myself, but no, I really don't care. Yeah, so I guess that was kind of what I was thinking. I don't know why I decided to make a video about it, but hopefully I didn't annoy you guys too much with my ranting. But hopefully I'll put another one of these up soon, because I know you guys are having a lot of conversations on my videos, and I really like that. I do read them. I know there's a lot of people asking me questions and stuff like that I don't really answer. I feel like I don't have to explain myself on that, because of the way I am. I don't, I just read the comments and see the questions, and I just don't reply. I have no real reason. I apologize for that. I'll try to be a little more active in the conversations and stuff like that. But yeah, I hope to see you guys again soon.